Hello friends, welcome to learning AutoCAD and now from today onwards I will show you how we can use AutoCAD effectively, and if you are beginner in the AutoCAD or intermediate level or advanced level, then these sessions will be much more helpful to you. So we will start. First thing is history of AutoCAD software. So before you start any software learning, so if you have the probably the background knowledge of that software, then it will be helpful you in order to get started of that software. So AutoCAD is a software which is developed by the company Autodesk, and the full form of AutoCAD is auto means automatically. CAD means computer aided designing, drafting or drawing. So this software is used to produce 2D and 3D drawings. Obviously, two-dimensional, three-dimensional drawings we can produce, and AutoCAD software allows users to conceptualize ideas, produce designs and drawings to the required level of technical accuracy, and even perform rapid design calculation simulation across a wide range of industries. So this is the history of AutoCAD, so that you can read and you can apply. So this is a simple basic introduction about the Autodesk AutoCAD. So AutoCAD is automatically computer aided designing, drafting and drawing. That is full form of AutoCAD. Name of the software is Autodesk AutoCAD. Name of the company who had found this software, that is Autodesk. In the December 1982, the first version of AutoCAD was launched, and John Walker is the person who had found this software. AutoCAD 1.0 is the lowest version which was released in the month of December in the year of 1982. And right now the latest version of AutoCAD is AutoCAD 2021. And commands is the base of the AutoCAD. So if you have the powerful grip on command, that means you can have the powerful use of the AutoCAD. So there are so many lots of commands are there, but I will show you the commands which are effectively used to produce drawings and to quickly create the drawings. Then after 2D is the 2D and 3D. These are the two working modes in which we can use the AutoCAD. So here some of the details are there. AutoCAD 1.0 is the lowest version, and date of the release, that is December 1982, and DWG format was used at that time, that AutoCAD DWG R1.0 file format. So similarly, by year, new versions were launched, and these are some of the formats, or these are some of the releases at that version. So you can read this. So as you can see, AutoCAD 2000, then 2000i, then 2000. Then after 2002, AutoCAD was released, that AutoCAD 2004. Then after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up to 2019. So these are some of the features, these are some of the I can say new releases in that versions. So now we will start our first session in the AutoCAD. So if I will be switched back to the AutoCAD, this one is my startup screen. And in this screen you have to choose whether you want to go for the new file or whether you want to open an existing file. So if you want to be open an existing file, you can directly click on open file, or you can simply open your file from this list as well. Or if you want to go for the new file, you can simply click on start drawing, or clicking on new icon, or simple click on start drawing. So I'm clicking on start drawing icon. So this is how your AutoCAD has been opened with the new drawing file. So before you proceed anything, first thing you have to understand, this is command line. So the font of the command line is now very light. Okay. So what I will be do, OP enter, click on display and click on font. This is the first step that you have to do before you proceed anything in the AutoCAD, according to mine, because of as I have the experience of more than 12 years of using AutoCAD. So you can see that whenever you are using the AutoCAD, so you can use the command line and you can see the font of the command line very dark and easy manner. So copy enter, display, font. You have to use the font size, font that is monospec, font style that is bold italic, and make sure its size should be 14. So minimum size of command line is 8 and maximum size of command line is 14. So you have to use 14 number size. So click on apply, close, click on apply and click on OK. Now let us we will start. So our first session will be graphical user interface of Autodesk AutoCAD. The shortcut we can say GUI. G stands for graphical, U stands for user and I stands for interface. So before you start learning any software, you should be familiar with GUI of that software. That means at which location, which function is that, what is the use of that. For that, you must be aware of that. So GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. So that is we will start. So in the GUI, our first thing is application menu. So if I will be click on this A, so A stands for application menu AutoCAD. So here you will be able to use the quickly creating a new file, opening an existing file, save the current file, save as the file current with a different name, importing anything. This is very most important. So you can go here and import any PDF or any other format. You can export your current drawing to a different format. Then after printing, publishing, then after drawing utilities and close. You can also access uh, command line or options commands from here as well. So if you will be go to the application menu, you can directly click on options to access the options dialog box from here as well. So the first thing is about your application menu. Now the second thing is quick access toolbar. So if I will be switch here, so here you can see customize quick access toolbar. The shortcut of quick access toolbar is QAT. Okay, so this one is our quick access toolbar. So here what is the functionality of that? Here whatever the commands are displayed with the check mark, those commands icons are available at here. Now if I will be check mark to the, let's say, workspace command, so as you can see now workspace command is available at here. If I will be go here and remove the check mark of the workspace, then that command is no longer available in the quick access toolbar. Similarly, if you want to add any command, so you can right click on that command and click on add to quick access toolbar. So that command will be added on the quick access toolbar panel. Similarly, you can right click at here, remove from quick access toolbar. So that command will be removed from the quick access toolbar list. You can also go to the customize quick access toolbar and click on show below the ribbon. So it will be displayed below the ribbon. So here you can add number of commands which you want to be like. But generally I prefer show above the ribbon so that it will be occupied less area, less screen area. Now after quick access toolbar, the next thing is title bar. So title bar will be display the title of the software. So here the title of the software is Autodesk AutoCAD 2019 and the default drawing file that is open with drawing1.twg. Similarly, if you have any existing file which is already saved, so it will be also show the file name of that save file. Next thing is quick info center. So here is the info center. You can go here and there are some of the things that you can explore from here as well. You can also minimize, maximize the info center from here. And if you are connected with the internet, you can anything search at here and get the things from internet as well. Now the main thing is about ribbon. As you can see, this is entire panel is called as a ribbon. So in the ribbon, what you can see that here there are different tabs are there, TABS, different tabs are there. So home tab, insert tab, annotate tab, parametric tab, like that. So right now we are seeing the topic of graphical user interface. In that we have seen the first thing is application menu. Second thing we have seen quick access toolbar. Third thing is title bar. Fourth thing is info center. Fifth thing now we are going to see that is ribbon. In the ribbon there are three parts: tabs, panels, and commands or tools. So this is our ribbon, right? So in the ribbon, these are all the tabs: home tab, insert tab, annotate tab, parametric tab, view tab. And within each tab there are different panels are there. So in the home tab there is a draw panel, modify panel, annotation panel, layers panel, block panel, properties panel, like that. And within each panel there are commands are related in that panel. So in the home tab, in the modify panel, the commands related to modify your drawing, like say move, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, and so on. So this is our ribbon. So if you want to modify this appearance of the ribbon, so what you can do, you can use OP enter, click on display and click on color scheme, and here you can use the color scheme, let's say light, apply, OK. So it will be displayed with the light background ribbon, and if you want to use dark background ribbon, so OP enter, display and use dark background ribbon. Similarly, our next thing is that is number 6, that is file tabs. Now what is a file tab? File tab will be displays the list of the files that are currently open in the drawing. So let's say if I will be open a one sample drawing, let's say from here I want to open this architectural plan, right? So this file has been opened. So you can easily switch between one file to another file by using the file tabs. So this is how you can easily switch between one file to another file. So if the file tabs is not display in your screen, you can go to the view tab and you can turn on turn off the file tabs, as you can see. And I also recommended you that you use the latest version of AutoCAD so that you can have the same functionality which I am using at here as well. So that is our file tabs. So after file tabs, next thing is properties and cursor. So if I'm right clicking or if I'm selecting or use the control 1. So control 1 is the shortcut of the property. So this is the properties. So right now there is no selection. So if I will be select the text, let's say if I'm selecting the text, and you will be able to see the property of that text and you can change the properties of that text as well. Similarly, next thing is, so number 7 is properties. You can unlock the properties by control 1 or ch or mo or pr. Similarly, next thing is after properties, the next command which is in the part of graphical user interface, that is cursor. So this is the cursor, and inside the cursor, that is tick box. So as you can see, the horizontal line and vertical line which indicates the cursor, and we can change the size of the cursor, we can change the color of the cursor as well, so that I will show you. And the square inside the cursor, that shows the pick box. Now pick box is used in order to select the object. So here as you can see, we have selected much more objects or text. So for that the pick box is used. And if you have selected the object and if you want to deselect the object, you can use the shift and click on that object, so that object has been deselected. So this is some informative information, productive information, that you want to select all the text, and after that you want to deselect some particular text, so that you can use as well. Because sometimes what is happen, we don't want to select everything, but out of that we want to filter, so you can filter like this, so it will be reduce your selection time. So that is about your cursor size, pick box. Now next thing is view cube and navigation bar. So view cube and navigation bar. So what is view cube? This is the view cube. Now view cube is used in order to change the view of the drawing. So let us say right now we right now in the 2D, that is comes with the top view, that is north upward. But if I want to switch with the 3D view, so I can directly clicking on any one of these corners. So here is the north, here is the south, west and east, and here is the two axes, that is x and y. If I will be clicking at here, then it will be displayed three axes, x, y and z. Okay, so you can easily change your view by clicking on view cube as well. And navigation bar, below the view cube, this panel is called as a navigation bar. So from the navigation bar you can use the navigation wheel. So here is the navigation wheel. In that you can use the zoom, orbit, pan and so on. All these things I will be explaining you. Then after zooming, extension, orbit, pan, so all these things are available within the navigation bar. And next thing is very most important in our AutoCAD session, that is command line. And before command line, you see a icon. Then after command line, shortcut of command line is Control plus 9, and you can unlock the command line by using this shortcut F2. And then after layout window, and then last one is status bar. So let us we will see command UCS icon. UCS means what? Full form of UCS is user coordinate system and universal coordinate system. So these are the two full form of the UCS, user coordinate system and universal coordinate system. UCS is helpful in order to get the directed direction in which direction of the axis, x axis, y axis, z axis. This is probably most useful in the case of 3D, because of in 2D there are two axes, x and y, but in 3D there are three axes, x and y and z. So at that time we have to deal with this UCS icon. Okay. Now next thing is command line. So before starting my session, I have shown you this is our command line and how you can able to change the font of the command line, which I preferably change before I will start working on the AutoCAD. So P enter display font, and from here you can choose the command line font. Okay, and you can on up the command line by Control 9. So if I have closed the command line, always close and say click on yes. So you can get back the command line by using the shortcut Control 9. So Control 9 is the shortcut to one of the command line. and F2 is the shortcut to see the command line history in the full screen window. So till opening the drawing, how many commands I have used, I can see the information of that commands by using the shortcut F2. I can also right click and click on copy history and open the notepad or any other software, and directly you can paste it out all that things as well. So this is how you can get a command line history, that is by using the shortcut F2. So F2 is the shortcut to one of the command line history as well. And next thing is layout bar. So this is our layout bar. So model bar, layout 1, layout 2, like this. So this is our layout bar, and last one is our status bar. So the icon below which are showing at here, that is called as a status bar. Now one more thing I want to emphasize. So you can click on, by default AutoCAD status bar is display like this, but you can clicking on customization and make sure you turn on all the icons so that you can use the all the icons here from status bar as well. Okay, so you can click on customization and make sure turn on all the options which are available in the status bar. So this is our ends of the first topic, that is graphical user interface. Now we will start some basic commands of the AutoCAD before you creating or drawing anything in the AutoCAD. So first command is workspace. So workspace is what? So we will start AutoCAD 2D basic commands, and I want to show you all the commands in very deeply manner, so that you can understand each and every command with proper concepts. So here our first command is workspace. Workspace is nothing but the working environment of the software. In the AutoCAD, there are two type of working environment. You can work either with the 2D or you can work with the 3D. So if you are working in the 2D, so make sure your workspace should be drafting and annotation. So you can able to have commands related to draft, annotate. Annotate means specifying dimension, specifying text, specifying notes, specifying multi-leader, specifying table, like that. So if you switch to the annotate, so specifying text, dimension, center line, leaders, tables, markup, annotation, scaling, like that. And drafting means drawing anything, modify anything, so like that. So this is our 2D workspace environment, that is drafting and annotation. So you can change if you want to work in 3D, so you can go to the workspace and you can easily switch between 2D to 3D. So that is, I will be switched to the 3D basics. So it will be shows you the 3D commands, and if you want to get more commands related to 3D modeling, so you can have the 3D modeling workspace as well. So here I am clicking on drafting and annotation. So right now first I will be show you the 2D with a basic, intermediate and advanced level of 2D, and then after we will switch to the 3D. If you are not able to access the workspace command from here, you can click on quick access toolbar and make sure the workspace should be turned on from here. You can also use the workspace from here as well, status bar. So workspace current. So WS current means workspace current or workspace switching. So drafting and annotation, 3D basics, 3D modeling. Yes, very important thing is you can also save your own workspace. So the users who are who are using the AutoCAD very lower version, so they can be also use the current latest version by using some different settings. So what I will be do, I will be type the command menu bar enter, and here there are two values that you have to be specified, either the value 0 or 1. So I want to specify the value of menu bar to the 1. So next command is menu bar Now what I will be do, I will be use the menu bar, that is by using the command menu bar enter. Shortcut is menu bar enter and 1 enter. Now I will be go to the tools, toolbars, AutoCAD, and I will be use the toolbars of draw. So this is my draw toolbar. So you can also go to the tools, toolbars, AutoCAD, modify toolbars, and you can also right click on any one of the toolbar and you can use that command as well. So let's say standard toolbar. Okay, then after styles toolbars, then after layers toolbars, properties toolbars, like this. Now I want to turn off the ribbon. So what I will be do, I will be use ribbon close enter. So that ribbon has been now turned off. So this is our standard working space, I can say. So AutoCAD classic working space was come like this. So I can go to the here and save current as in the workspace and give the name, let's say AutoCAD classic. So now if I will be and make sure workspace settings and go click on automatically save workspace changes. So now if I will be switch back to the drafting and annotation, so as you can see it will be have the simple ribbon interface commands, and here AutoCAD Classic it will be have the toolbar interface based commands. So this is how you can also save your own workspace, and you can also work on the different type of workspace. Now our next command is menu bar or units. So let us we will first see the menu bar command and then we will see the units command. So menu bar enter, 0 enter, that is turn off the menu bar. And last time I had used the command menu bar. So to repeat last use command, what you can do, you can space enter or you can spacebar, or you can use control plus J, or you can use control plus M. So these are the four shortcuts to repeat the last use command: enter or spacebar or control J or control M. So these are the four shortcuts to repeat the last use command: enter or spacebar or control J or control M. So menu bar enter, 0 enter. Last time I had used the command menu bar, so I can press the enter to repeat that command shortcut, and 1 enter, so that menu bar is now displayed. Again press the space bar, so that command is now repeated, or use the control J so that that command will be repeated, or control M, so that command is also repeated. Now next thing is units command. Shortcut of unit is UN. Now, before you drawing anything in the AutoCAD or before you create anything in AutoCAD, make sure your unit should be proper. So if you are working in millimeter, meter, centimeter, so your working unit should be decimal. So if I will be go to the UN enter, UN enter. So as you can see here, your different type of units are there. So architectural is used for the foot and inches. So if you want to draw the plan or any drawing in which the units are in feet inches, so you can use the architectural unit. Or if you want to have the millimeter, meter or centimeter unit, so you can use the decimal. Okay, so let's say if I will be switched to the architectural. Okay, so as you can see, if I will be draw the line, now my line is drawn with the feet and inches. So let's say 3 foot 4.5 inches, like this. Okay, so if I will be select and right click and say properties, as you can see, you can also get the information in the form of length, in the form of the architectural units. But now let's say if I will be go to the units and say switch to the decimal and up to 4 decimal, and if I will be draw one line, so I can get the information of that line in the form of length and angle and so on. So as you can see, angle is 20 degree. Now here the angle is showing only 20 degree, but I want to see the angle with very precision. So you will enter here, you can change the precision of the angles as well. So as you can see, 20.07474443 like that, or you can use you can enter instead of decimal degree, degree, minute, second, and you can change the precision as well. So now as you can see, 20 degree 4 minute 27.9 second like that. Okay. Similarly, if I will be use U and enter, I can use my direction of the angle either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So as you can see here, it is a sample output. So if I will be use clockwise, so next angle will be 315 degree, and if I will be use anti-clockwise, so next angle will be 45 degree. So that I will be explain you. You don't worry about that. Now after unit, so make sure your unit should be current match with your current drawing. So you can read all this information. So before you start anything, it's important to decide in which units you are working. Okay, so all these things you have to be remember, and these are the things which I have explained you. So tools, toolbars, AutoCAD, and you can click on tools, toolbars, and AutoCAD, and you can select any one of the toolbars that you want to be one. Now, next thing is status bar. Okay, so status bar means these are the bottom icons of the screen are called as a status bar. So I will be use status bar, enter, and let's say value 0, enter. So the status bar will be turned off. Again, if I will be type status bar, enter, and 1, enter, so now status bar will be turned on. So as you can see, there are two values 0 and 1. So 0 is hide the status bar and 1 is display the status bar. Next thing is cursor size. So cursor size is used to change the size of the cursor. So minimum size of the cursor is 1, maximum size of the cursor is 100, and standard size of the cursor is 5. So let us, I will be type cursor size, enter, and minimum size let's say 1. So as you can see, my cursor is very small, and last time I had used the command cursor size. So to repeat that command, press the enter, and I am using the size that is 100. So now my cursor is displaying the full screen. So 100%, 101 is what? Percentage of the screen. So 100% of the screen, 50% of the screen, like that. So here I am using 50% of the screen. Okay. Similarly, enter, that's 100% like this. And if I want to change the size of color of the cursor, I can go to the OP, enter, display, colors, and 2D model space, and make sure here you use the crosshairs. Let us say I want to use the color magenta. So as you can see, magenta color is now displayed at here. So apply, OK, OK. So now as you can see, magenta color is now displayed with the cursor. Similarly, OP, enter, display, color. You can also change the color of the background screen as well. So here as you can see, 2D model space, uniform background. So I am changing the color to the white, apply, OK, apply, OK. So here as you can see, white background is now displayed. And if you want to on off the grid, you can use the shortcut F7, or you can simply click on that icon as well. Now our next command is status bar, cursor, and pick box. So status bar, cursor size, and next command is pick box. Pick box is used to change the size of the pick box. Now pick box becomes very much important in order to select any drawn object. Let's say you want to select some line, circle, arc which you have drawn, and for that you can use the pick box command. So let us, if I will be open any file, and here I want to select some of the objects, so I can easily click on that object. So as you can see, that object is now selected. But what happens if my size of the pick box is very large? Let's say pick box enter and size is about maximum, that is 50. So here it is very difficult to select a particular object because of my pick box is crossing or touching too many objects. As you can see, I right now it is on the column, on the wall, on the dimension, on the grid line. So it is difficult to select a particular object. So at that time your pick box should be lower. So your standard size of the pick box is 5. So you can easily select a particular type of the object that you want to be select like this. So in the pick box, minimum size is 0. 0 means turn off. Maximum size is 50 and standard size is 5. If I will be enter the value of pick box, let's say 51, so it will not accept. Minimum 0, maximum 50 and standard is 5. Okay, so this is how you can use the command pick box. Next command is about. So you can type or you can use about command. So about, 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 enter. So here you can use the information related to the AutoCAD. So here you can see all of the information related to the AutoCAD. Now next thing is to change the AutoCAD background screen color. Now right now AutoCAD background screen color is white. So I can type OP, enter. That is option. Go to the display, click on colors, 2D model space, background, and I want to use, let's say, black color. So now it is switching to the black color. So as you can see, my text are automatically converted to the white, and if I will be switch to the white background, so my text will be automatically converted to the black. So that is the automatically switching of that text and background colors. So you can use OP, enter, and you can click on display tab, colors, and select any one of the color from the list and click OK in order to change the AutoCAD background screen color. Similarly, to change the font of the command line, so what you can do, you can use OP, enter, click on display and click on fonts, and you can use any one of the fonts that you want to be used. So let's say if I want to use some different font with different size, so that I can also use from here as well. Okay, so next thing is to change fonts of command line, and you have to also remember that you can use the command line by Control plus 9 to on off the command line and F2 to see the command line in the full screen view. So you can use this information as well. Now UCS icon. UCS icon, the full form of UCS, I had already shown you that user coordinate system and universal coordinate system. Generally in 2D we are not requiring UCS icon because of in 2D two axes are fixed, X and Y. But in 3D there are three axes, X, Y, Z. So in 3D definitely he will be required the UCS icon. So in the 3D we will require UCS icon. So in the UCS icon there are some properties are there. So we will see that properties. So UCS icon, enter. So first thing is on off. So simple, you can click on and again press the enter. So that command will be repeated and click on off. So that UCS icon will be turned off. Again enter and click on. Now if you will be go to the properties, so here you can go to the properties and you can easily change the size of the UCS. So minimum size of the UCS icon is 5 and maximum size is 95. So as you can see, this is my maximum size, that is around 95, and you can use the minimum size as well. So here from here you can change the color of the UCS icon in the model space. Okay, so let's say in the model space I want to use the color magenta. So as you can see, and in the layout space that color is display as a blue. So as you can see, UCS icon, enter, properties P, enter. In the background color, let's say I want to switch the color to the red. So as you can see in the layout tab, my UCS icon color is red, and in the model space its display in a magenta color. There is also some styles are there, so 2D styles, 3D styles. Now what is this style? If I will be go to the 2D styles and switch to the 3D view, so as you can see it is displayed just as a X and Y. But if I will be switched to the 3D styles, so now as you can see it is displayed with X, Y, Z with a line weight, as you can see. Okay, and you can also use the apply single color. If I will be turn off apply single color, so as you can see, red stands for X, green stands for Y, and Z it will be blue. So RGB, red, green and blue. Okay, so you can go to the top view, and as you can see our red color is X, green color is in Y, like this. So you see this icon, enter. Now what are the other options? Selectable. So whether you want to select or not. So yes. So what you can do, you can select the UCS icon and you can change the placement of the UCS icon as well. Now you can move the mouse here and you can click on world. So it will be switched to the original position. Similarly, UCS icon, enter, let's say selectable and say no. So you are no longer able to select the UCS icon, and you can also switch to the no origin. Let's say origin, so it is switching to the 0, 0, 0. This is my origin, and let's say no origin, so my 0, 0, 0 is somewhere about here, but my UCS icon is stand at the lower left corner of the screen. Now how to locate the origin 0, 0, 0. So for that you can type circle C, enter, and say 0, 0, 0. So as you can see, your circle is starting from 0, 0, 0, or you can use any one of the command. Let's say line from 0, 0, 0, like this. Okay. So this is what about our UCS icon option. So you can also on off the UCS icon by clicking on View tab, and you can on off the UCS icon from here as well. So this View tab becomes very much more important in order to on off each and every component of the graphical user interface. So I will be come on that point as well. So let us so our next command is number 10, that is UCS icon. Okay. Now next 11 is ribbon close and 12 one ribbon. So ribbon close command is used to turn off the ribbon. So you can type ribbon close, enter. So our ribbon has been turned off, and ribbon, enter. So now ribbon has been turned on. Okay. So ribbon close. Now I have already shown you to repeat the last use command, that is by Control J, Control M, enter or space bar. So these are the 4 shortcuts to repeat the last use command. Now within the options command, what you able to do, this is very most important. So I want to be emphasize on this. So using the options command, what you are able to do. So to repeat the last use command, that is this thing now comes at here. Okay. So let me change the color of all this thing to the light. Let's say yellow color. Now using the option bar. So number 14 command is options command. Shortcut of option command is OP, enter. This one is 13 number command. Okay. Let me save the file. AutoCAD 2D session. Now option command. So let us we will see one by one thing. So first thing is, you already know how to change the color of AutoCAD background screen using the option command. Okay. So what you can do, OP, enter, clicking on display tab and clicking on colors, and from here you will be able to change the color of your 2D background screen. Similarly, you can clicking on display tab, you can clicking on fonts, and you will be able to change the font of the command line as well. So to change the font of the command line and to on off the command line, the shortcut is Ctrl+9, or you can use the F2 key to show the command line history window. To change the color scheme of Windows element, this one also I have explained to you. So OP, enter, click on display and clicking on color scheme. So let's say light scheme. So it will be display the light scheme, and let us say dark scheme. So it will be display the dark scheme. Similarly, next thing is very most important. So to set the default version of save as in the AutoCAD. Right now, as you can see, if I will be go to application menu and say save as, it is saving in the current latest version, that is 2018. But let's say if somebody has a lower version, so let's say if he or she has a AutoCAD 2017 or 16 or 9 or 15 like that, so he or she will not be open latest version file. So what we will do, OP enter, so OP enter and clicking on open and save tab and clicking here, let's say version 2013, apply and close. So now if I will be save my drawing, so as you can see, go to here, save as, it will be saved as in the version of 2013. From here you can also change your version of saving here as well. But as far as possible, you have to save in the latest version or in 2013 version, so that it will not disturb most of the functionality of the AutoCAD. If you are saving in a very lower version, then maybe your file size will be increased, or there are some different things maybe also happen. So as far as possible, you have to save your drawing file in 2013, 2018 or 2010. You can also save your drawing file in a DXF format, that is 2018 DXF, 13 DXF and so on. Now next thing is to change auto snap marker size. Yes, this is important. So right now, as you can see, auto snap marker size is what? First of all, we have to understand that. So as you can see, I have drawn one line, and if I am again use the L enter, it is showing me the endpoint, midpoint, endpoint. So this is my auto snap marker. So if I want to change the size, so I can go to the OP enter, clicking on drafting, and from here I can change the auto snap marker size. And I can also change the color of that auto snap marker size. Let's say I want to use the cyan color. So as you can see, now auto snap marker size has been changed and color is also has been changed. And if you are not able to see auto snap marker, so make sure your 2D snap should be turned on, and in the arrow of the 2D snap, make sure your all options should be turned on, and except the nearest. Nearest is nothing but it is in between the endpoint and midpoint. It is neither endpoint nor midpoint, but in between, exactly point on the line, right? So like this, as you can see. So that is about your 2D auto snap marker. Similarly, what is the next? Next thing is to change the size of the grip. Now what is the size of the grip? Size of the grip is important. If you select any line, you can see here the grips are displayed. So in the line there are three grips are there: starting grip, mid grip and end grip. But if you select circle or any object, so there are different grips are there. So circle has a 5 grips, so 4 quadrant and 1 is the center, like that. If you select the text, so text has only 1 grip. So the grips are used to modify that object. So you can modify that object as well. You can change the object as well. Now in the grips there are different formats or different colors are there. So if you select the object, so here as you can see, it is displayed with the blue grips. If you hover over the grip, it will be change the color, as you can see, red. And if you click and drag, so as you can see, it is also changing the color. So OP enter and clicking on drafting, or sorry, clicking on selection, and from here you can change the grip size. So as you can see, now my size of the grip has been changed. And now let's say OP enter, grip colors, and from here I want to use unselected grip, that is red color, selected grip, that is yellow color, hover over grip, that is green color, and grip contour color, that is magenta color. So as you can see, if I will be select the grip, it is red color, hover over green color, selected, that is cyan color, and last one is the contour color. So all the grip colors you can be able to modify from here as well. Change the color of the grip, change the size of the grip, and to reset the profile. Let's say due to some reason your some settings are not working properly, so you can go to the OP enter, and from here you can also change the size of the pick box, and from here you can also change the size of the cursor as well. So you can go to the profile and you can reset the profile from here as well. So you can click on reset and click on yes, so it will be reset your AutoCAD profile. Now you can also use some more thing in the options command, so which I want to be emphasized. So P enter, first of all display, and let's say display scroll bar in the drawing window, use large button. So what is that? So here as you can see, the scroll bar is also displayed in my screen, and use large button for the toolbars. For that I have to bring the one toolbar. So menu bar enter, one enter, draw tools, toolbars, AutoCAD, let's say draw toolbar. So as you can see, draw toolbar has a very large icon. If I will be go to the OP enter and use large toolbars turn off, so as you can see, now it is displayed small size. So similarly, there are so many different things are there in the options command. And next thing is show tooltips. So as you can see, what is the tooltips? If you hover over any command, so it will be show the tooltips. First is the smaller tooltips, then after expanded or larger or full tooltips. Okay. So menu bar enter, 0 enter, and I will be just turn off these toolbars from here as well. Now next thing is what you can do within the option command, OP enter, open and save. So from here you can use the automatically save reminder. So at every 1 minute my drawing will be saved. Okay, so you can use 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so that you will, so if the AutoCAD crashes or something is happening, so you will not be lose your whole drawing. So next thing is plot and publish. So you can plot, publish settings, you can change from here. System, yes, definitely. So if your computer is having with a graphics card, right now my laptop is having graphics card. So as you can see, whatever the things I am selecting, it will be change the color of that things as well, color of that object as well. Why? Because of OP enter, system, graphic performance. Right now my graphics performance is turned on. So if I will be turn off, okay, now as you can see, it is not showing me the color, but it is showing that that is something is selected. So this is the best productive tips. If you are this is the best productive tips of the AutoCAD to work AutoCAD smoothly. What you can do, OP enter, then after clicking on system tabs and turn off graphics. So OP enter, click on system tabs and click on graphics and turn off the graphics. Right now let's say I want to be turn on, so I can turn on, and here as you can see there are some more advanced are there, basic, intermediate, advanced, like that. So let's say I will be turn on. Okay, now next thing is OP enter, and then after user interface. So from here you can also use some user interface based commands. Drafting, I have shown you the auto snap marker. Now aperture size. Now what is aperture size? Let's say my line is here, L enter, my line is here. So as you can see, I'm just moving here, let's say nearest turn off. So L enter, just move the mouse at here. So as you can see, it is now showing me the endpoint, as you can see. But if my aperture size is larger, so now as you can see, I'll enter, my cursor is not fully touched to the line. As you can see, my cursor is not touching to the line, but still it is display the endpoint. So generally we are keeping the aperture size that around mid, so that we can have exactly point on that thing. Click on apply. These are some of the options related to the 3D and selection. Yes, in selection, this is the important. How many objects limit selection? So here object limit selection is 25,000. Let us see if I will be select 5 limit. So what is that? So first, if I will be select only one object, it will be showing me the grid. Second object showing me the grid. Third object showing me the grid. Fourth showing me the grid. But if I will be select fifth object, so P enter. Here is the selection limit. Sorry, not here. This is the selection limit for the properties palette. Okay, but here is the selection limit. Let's say 5. Selection limit is 5. So what is happening? First object selected, second object selected, third, fourth. Now if I will select fifth object, as you can see, the grids are not displayed. Objects are selected. As you can see, 17 objects are selected, but grids are not displayed. So as far as possible, we have to use the maximum value at here. So let's say 20,000 or whatever. And maximum limit is 32767. This is the maximum limit of selection of size. Okay. Now, and last one is about your profile reset. So now let us we will switch to the next thing. You should be familiar with how to turn on, turn off the following components in the AutoCAD. So you should be familiar. Now you should be familiar with how to turn on, turn off the menu bar. So that you know, menu bar enter, 0 enter, that is turn off, and 1 enter, that is turn on. Status bar 0 on, status bar 0, that is turn off, and 1, that is turn on. UCS icon. So you can on off the UCS icon directly from this view tab. Now this one is important. So from the view tab, I can on off the UCS icon from here. From the view tab, I can on off the view cube. This one is the view cube from here as well. From the view tab, I can on off the navigation bar from here as well. From the properties, I can also on off. Then tool palettes on off, files tabs on off, layout tabs on off. Then after command line, you can also be on off from here, right? Then after sheet set manager, then everything I can say. You can also switch the windows from here as well. So menu bar, status bar, UCS icon, view cube, navigation bar, sheet set manager, command line window, design center, markup center, then external reference, layout tabs to see the open window horizontally, vertically, cascade type. So all these things you can use from this view tab, right? Now next thing is what? Status bar. So status bar is these are now what is the status bar? The bottom icon of the screens are called as a status bar. So make sure you click on custom addition and turn on all the icons of the status bar. Now you in order to work very effectively and very smoothly in the AutoCAD, you should also remember the basic shortcuts of the status bar icons. So you know, like F9 is to one of the snap, then after grid to one of the grid F7, infer control shift I, then dynamic input, ortho mode, like that. So if I will be use L enter, so as you can see right now I can draw the line horizontally, vertically because of my ortho has been turned on. So I can type F8. So as you can see my ortho is now turned off. Again F8, again F8, again F8, like that. So these are the shortcuts that you can note it down as well. Similarly, these are some keyboard shortcuts. Okay, keyboard shortcuts F1, F2, F3, what is happening like that. And similarly, Control A, Control B, Control C, Control D, like that. Okay. So these are all the shortcuts that you can be used. So as you can see, Control L to one of the ortho as well. So I can also use Control plus L to one of the ortho, F8 to one of the ortho, then clicking on this icon to one of the ortho, and so on. Okay. Then after Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, Control 4, and up to Control 0. So these are the all most important thing which you should be know. So this is what our first session has been now. I'm completing that graphical user interface of the AutoCAD and some basics commands of the AutoCAD. Now